Hello and welcome to the Great Wall, my friends. That is correct. Here's the words, the Great Wall. Hey, this is an on-your-own problem, so you should have solved the entire problem, all 4 parts of it, on your own. And now you're watching this video just to make sure you did everything correctly. Without further ado, let's move on to our scenario. You've got killer kitties, outraged ostriches, and merciless mountain lions, and they're all attacking your school. Hey, killer kitties arch their backs, just like this right here, and they hiss as they scramble towards your school in hopes of scratching some studying students. That's not even nice, right? And then you got the outraged ostriches flapping their wings as their long legs, look at that, propel them towards your school. They want to race the fastest classmates, but they're cheaters right there. Yes, they are. Because the outraged ostriches use these wings here to knock people down. Whoever is their opponent, they knock them down so they can win the race. That is not nice either. And right here, the merciless mountain lions leap from tree to tree as they venture closer and closer to unsuspecting kindergarten class. Oh my goodness, those poor kindergartners, they would make a tasty meal for this merciless mountain lion, but let's not have that happen. Hey, but that's not the worst of it. There are more animals coming, my friend. As a matter of fact, there are 72, let's just write that down, 72 different animals racing towards your school in anticipation of destruction. Lucky for you, your school architects have designed a wall, this one right here, that grows at the same rate as these dangerous animals that are attacking your school. And your job as school mathematician is to discover how many bricks are needed to build your wall. If you solve these algebraic problems correctly, then this great wall that you will build will protect all the children within your school, and you will be a hero. Not too bad, my friend. Alrighty, so for this first part, all you have to do is copy these first 3 sections of the wall and then make a 4th section based on how this section is growing. So what I'm going to do is come on down here and show you how I would do this. And I'm going to make my first section. And if you look here, I've got a row here. So I'm going to start off by just making one row like this. And I'm going to do a line there and there. Next, I'm going to just take this outer part and I'm going to come up and make a box like that. Now I'm going to, if you notice, this line comes straight down and so does this one. So I'm going to actually extend these lines up, right? And then I just have to make one across here. And now this center one here is filled in. It's all black, right? And so I'm going to fill that in with black. And that actually means that this block is not there because the black square is not there. So this is kind of like an empty hole in the wall that the cat can't get through, right? So this would be section 1. So I'm going to go ahead and write S1 right there. And now I want to create section 2. And as you see, it comes up 1, 2 blocks and over 3. So I'm going to come up here about 2 and then over and make a big old rectangle. So let's go ahead and do that right now. I'm going to come up and come straight down. And now I want to make 1, 2, 3 columns. So that'll give me 2 lines. So I'm going to go 1 line and 2 lines, and that gives me 3 columns, 1, 2, 3, right? Now I'm going to first cut off this same block I've got right here and then create these same rows, right? So that this row is extended, this row is extended, and this row, just like I have this row extended, and this row, right? But now I need to fill in this black dot here, which is an empty hole, right? So I'm going to just fill that in with black, and that is a hole that is not there, my friends, right? And now up here, these are actually 2 blocks because I got 1, 2, actually 2 rows, right? And so that means I'm going to draw 1 line right through the center of this, and bam, there we have it. And if you look here, this first one above is going to be a blacked out or hole or missing block, right? So I'm going to fill that block in, and bam, there you have it. And so this is going to be section number 2, right? And now in order to create the third section, I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to go up about 2 rows and create a big rectangle, right? And let's do that right now. So I'm going to come up here and straight back. And then I'm going to do the exact same thing I did before. So I'll start with this row here. Actually, no, I want to do the columns first. So I'll do 3 columns, right? And that means 2 lines going up and down, 1 and 2. And my lines are not perfect. They're a little bit off, but good enough to make the boxes. So I'm going to first create these exact same ones. So I'm going to extend this line, this line, this line, this line, and this line, right? And then I'm going to come over and bring this right here, so it's in the center there, and fill that one in. So I'll fill that in right now. And then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to bring this one straight over here and fill that one in, because that is a missing or empty block, right? That's not there. And then I'm going to create this into 2 rows, right? So I've got 1, 2 rows, so I'm going to do the same thing there. So I'll cut a line straight through, and then this block here gets blacked out, right? Because it's not there, and that's the one right there. Super. So now this is the section 3, and now I'm ready to create my 4th section. I'm going to just do the same thing. I'm going to come up and go about 2 up, right, and over and down, right? Alrighty, my friends, I did a super trick here. I pulled this stuff down a little bit because otherwise I was going to run out of room. And so now I'm going to make my 4th section, and I'm going to come up here about 2 blocks and then just make a big old rectangle, right? And now I'm going to extend these lines. So I'll extend this line and this line, this line, this line, this line, this line, and this line. And then I'm going to cut this row into 2 rows. So I'll cut this into 2 rows, which means 1 line, right? And then I actually did it before. I did this first with the 3 columns. Now I'm going to do it right now. So I'll make 2 lines to create 3 columns. So I'll make 1 line here and 1 line there, and that indeed gives me 1, 2, 3 columns, just like all the others have. Now I'm going to just bring these straight on over and fill in the boxes that are not there, right? So that one gets filled in, that one right there gets filled in, that one right there gets filled in. And then if you notice, it's always, like for this one, it's 1 above, right? For this one, I got the blank one and 1 above. For this one, I got the blank one and 1 above. For this one, I've got a blank one and then 1 above, so it'll go right there, right? So I'm going to fill this box in as well. And this is section 4. So let's go ahead and just double check our work. So each section should have 3 columns. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Make sure yours does too. 1, 2, 3 columns, and then 1, 2, and 3 columns. And then your first section, right, should have 1, 2, 3 rows. Your second section should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. Your third section should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows. Your fourth section should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 rows. Just double check your work to make sure everything is correct and looks similar to mine right here. And if so, fantastic. If not, no worries. Pause the video, fix your mistake. That is your fastest way to learn. And I will see you soon with part B of this problem.